Welcome to Keep It Sunny's 31 Days of Halloween.
Welcome back for another ghoulish dish. Today we're going to be making this ghostly shepherd's pie. Before we get into the video, I want to apologize for the shaky camera angles. We only used one camera for this recipe and we did not have our tripod. So let's get started with the recipe. So this is our ghostly shepherd's pie. The ingredients you're going to need for this recipe are going to be 4 large potatoes, 1 cup of milk, half a stick of butter, salt, 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese, 1 pound of ground beef, half a cup of chopped onions, 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste, 2 beef bouillon cubes, half a cup of water, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 2 12-ounce frozen bags of mixed veggies. Now we're going to start off by taking our potatoes. We're going to want to peel them and then add them to a large pot of water. And we're going to cook these on a medium-high heat until the water boils. And then we're going to cook them for about 40 minutes until they are very tender and able to mash. Next, we're going to take our 1 pound of ground beef and cook it until it is fully cooked on a medium heat. And then we're going to be removing it from the pan and leaving our grease in the pan because we're going to be using the beef grease for our gravy. Now we're going to go ahead and add our half a cup of chopped onions to the grease that we had in the pan, and we're going to saute that until they are fully cooked. And then we're going to want to remove it from the heat and let it cool down. Now that our mixture is cool, we're going to go ahead and add our half a cup of water to this. And then we're going to add our 2 beef bouillon cubes. We're going to return this mixture to the heat and cook it on a medium heat. And continue to stir until the bouillon cubes are completely dissolved. After everything is fully mixed together, we're going to go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch to this and keep stirring until the mixture is bubbling and starts to thicken. Now we're going to go ahead and add our 6-ounce can of tomato paste. We're just going to incorporate it and stir it around until we have this nice tomato beef gravy. Now we're going to take our bags of mixed vegetables. I'm going to go ahead and remove some of the peas from this bag. These are going to be our little ghost eyes and mouth. I also went ahead and removed some corn and some carrots, but I did not show that on camera because I decided that I wanted a little variety on our little ghosts' faces. Now we're going to take another sauté pan and put a tablespoon of butter into it and add the rest of our mixed veggies in. We're going to cook this on a medium heat until our veggies are fully cooked through. So once the potatoes were done cooking, I went ahead and just removed the water from the pan. Now I'm going to put the potatoes back into the pan. And I'm going to add 1 stick of butter and 1 cup of milk. And just mash these potatoes until they're nice and creamy. You may need more milk or butter for this depending upon how big your potatoes are. At this point, you also want to add salt and pepper to taste. Now that our potatoes are all done, we're going to go ahead and take a large pot and we're going to mix in our mixed vegetables, our ground beef, and our tomato beef gravy. We're just going to stir that around until it's well incorporated. And then we're going to take a large glass baking dish and we're going to layer it with our ground beef and veggie mixture. And then we're going to top it with 2 cups of cheddar cheese. I used a triple cheddar blend for this. And then we're going to take half of our potatoes and we're going to spread a thin layer on top of our cheese. The other half we're going to be saving for our little ghosts. Now you're going to want to take a icing bag and a large round tip and fill your bag with your mashed potatoes. Now we're just going to pipe on our ghosts in little swirls. And just keep piping on the ghosts. You can make as many ghosts on your shepherd's pie as you like. After we've piped on our ghosts, you're going to go ahead and add your little peas or your corn or your carrots with little eyes and mouth. And then we're going to go ahead and bake this at 400 degrees for 25 minutes. It comes out of the oven bubbly and cheesy, and it's a wonderful fall comfort food. So that's it. That's all we have for you today, guys. Thanks for joining us for this ghostly savory recipe today. If you would like extra content from us, you can check us out on our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter in the description below. Thanks again for watching. God loves you. Happy Halloween.
Keep it creepy.